try and conserve with or whatever. Yeah, I'm just seeing kind of how it works and stuff. I think I know how it works, really, but I don't know, man. I was gonna talk some more, basically. Yeah, I just feel not so great. But you know, what can you do? Um, yeah, I kind of just I don't know what to do. I don't really enjoy like life or whatever. Um, I just kind of like don't see how I can enjoy it. Um, considering what is like going on most of the time. Um, just fucking like I don't know, man. I don't know why as well. I kind of feel like emotional sometimes, like fucking like emotional, like kind of like I don't know, bro. It just feels weird, feels off, but um, I don't know. It's just like very very unpalatable. Like this entire experience. I just kind of don't really like it. I don't like that people say that it's all right when you can feel that it's not. Um, um, yeah, there's a lot of like people who say, "Oh, like spiritual, do the spiritual thing," and do you know what I mean? Just do the spiritual thing like it's a get out of jail free card or something. But I don't think it really works like that. I think sometimes you can have the spiritual favor in your favor, like like that kind of a thing. But sometimes it doesn't work, man. Like sometimes it really feels like you're not connected. Hey, man. Sometimes it really feels like you're not connected to the spiritual whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? And you're just kind of like dumped, and you're watching other people's videos, right, for advice, right? Because there are a load of spiritual teachers out there, and they want to like teach you spiritual this and that, but sometimes you don't feel good, and just like you feel it in your gut, and you just can't feel your way out of that. Sorry, you can't be taught your way out of a negative feeling in your gut or in your body or something. Oh, blue. Thanks, man. Yeah. Um, yeah. So, cheers, man. Cheers. I appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah. And just there are a bunch of people right now, kind of like my generation kind of people, and they like most of their channel is like detailing their frustrations about life. And a lot of the points are valid, man. Like they're like, oh, this, it's like that, and all this stuff. Yeah. And they're just pointing out that it's a corrupt system. And there's even a guy's channel called A Corrupt System or something, 9 to 5 and that. But basically, this whole narrative that we're here to like work is like that's like a very fake and like superficial narrative. And you cannot say like a human being is there to do a material like function in in like a material world, like stacking boxes or something like that, and it just doesn't make sense. It's not, and you know, people often say that it's not worth it and stuff. It's because it isn't worth it. Like it really isn't. The degree of pain that you can feel and shit is not worth. It's not worth getting the job, stacking the boxes. It's not worth going through all the risks of like shit that can happen to your physical body. And just all of that. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I try to stay strong and stuff, but it's tough when you're literally surrounded by enemies, you know, and it's literally like and every sometimes it can be like every person around you is like a fucking your enemy, and they don't like you, and there might not even be a particular reason that they don't like you, but the one thing they know for sure, if everything else is unclear, is they don't like you, and they're gonna make your life hard. And as I was saying in like another video, like all of these systems, like the police, the whatever it is, this organization for this, they're not gonna fucking help you because they exist in the context of a broken and corrupt world, and they're all those organizations and those institutions are gonna reflect that in their how they operate and stuff. So yeah, if you want to be in this world, get ready for loads of injustice. Get ready for loads of like consciousnesses just fucking going through like prolonged suffering, on and on and on, and sometimes it's really bad and deplorable, and some of the suffering is so bad that you can't even fucking look at it. You know, if they showed it on TV, it would be censored out or something like that. And then, yeah, this world tries to, you know, it likes the camera, right? It likes to like show, you know, project the fake ass like TV broadcasting to everyone, and what it likes to do is show how it's like taking care of the suffering, and it's really, oh we oh this thing was being abused, and we saved it, and look, it's okay now, and we did it, and so the world is justified. No, it's not fucking justified. I if this world is to be justified and someone's gonna like root for it, it needs to have zero fucking suffering in it, zero people like being abused, zero like like violent accidents, all this like you know, people just being fucking tortured in this material in this material shit, which is fake. Like material existence is not the highest degree of existence. It's three-dimensional reality, but yeah, consciousness can get beyond that and see these like higher levels, but you know, if you're put in an environment where you're just around like beings that are abusing you and shit, you're not gonna be able to get into like some deep meditative state and have some like high level reflections and rare reflections, find like rare insights into the ultimate nature of reality. You know, you're not. You're just gonna be on the run from like, you know, trying to get away from these fucking nutcases who are trying to abuse you. And that's how it is. Um, but one thing to say is like none of this is real. This fucking YouTube thing isn't real. The projected world isn't real. That there are all these people in the world and they're all talking to each other on a fucking piece of technology isn't real. And it's yeah, but no one's getting beyond that. So that's what I mean. We're stuck at this level of just like doing this crap. Most people are regurgitating the same thing. I know I've probably done that here as well. I haven't said anything that's like new. Do you know what I mean? People know that they've heard that before, right? Life is suffering. It's not worth it. It's like a fallen and corrupted world and shit like this. It's nothing new being said, but I'm just at a point where I'm so emotionally frustrated by all of this that I'm just on here to vent. I'm on here venting about it. I'm trying to say that I can't stand it anymore. I couldn't stand it for a long time, but I became some of the pain and the emotion got so like condensed into my body that I couldn't even verbally express it. My mouth was like shut almost, and it was really weird for a long time. And yeah, just kind of like my upbringing was just like being surrounded by sibling who was at each other's siblings who were at each other's throats, kind of. Uh, a neglectful like parents were fighting with each other right off the bat. Uh, just like this kind of like narcissistic nut job in front of me, just saying all this shit like to provoke you and not they want to like lower your vibration. They want to and then they keep saying this shit to you, like it's just stuff like, oh, you need to stop you know doing what you're doing and get out into the real world. And it's just like, yeah, that's how fucking ignorant these fucking people are. Like, get out into the real world. Like, it's not the real world, you fuckhead. Like, and the world you people have made is fucking disgusting and fucked up. Is a hot dog considered a sandwich? I don't know, but yeah, I don't know, but yeah, again, another part of this shit reality is you have to fucking eat other life to live. Do you know what I mean? It's like you know, uh, eat that sandwich or I'll eat you. It's like why the fuck is the reality like that? It just doesn't make sense. And yeah, and when you kind of like go on about this a bit, one thing can happen is people don't want to hear it anymore. It's like grating their ears so much that they're just like, okay, fuck, I don't want to hear this. I can't listen to this anymore, and I want to go listen to some guy in a positive state saying like, yeah, we're all positive, team positive, and and all this shit, and yeah, I'm the other way around, man. I got that fucking team positive shit, and like we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there on the happy bus or whatever. Like fuck that, dude. For it to be happy or peaceful, the bad shit actually has to go away. You can't just pretend it isn't there and shit. Like, and I know they're saying like, oh, your thoughts, what you think or what you focus on like comes to you or something like that, and it's just like, what are you talking about, man? Get rid of all these tyrants in the world. Get rid of these fucking nut jobs, these fucked up personality types, these corrupt systems and all this shit, dude. Like, why the fuck is like I fucking can't stand it, dude. shit can happen to you here. Shit can happen to you here, and no one will fucking help you, and no one will fucking even care that you're face down in a ditch somewhere. Like, how the fuck can anyone put a stamp of, oh yeah, this passed the safety test? It does not pass the fucking safety test. Life it is a violent and turbulent journey. Um, and it gets twisted. It gets twisted when you see how people are, man. The things they'll do to you. Like I was just, you can be in a situation where you're behaving like a saint or something, like very like, I'm genuinely on an upbeat kind of vibe or whatever, and I'm gonna treat everyone with respect and decency and go the extra mile for people because I feel this positivity and I want to share it. And there'll be some people there who fucking don't who will just be nasty to you like because they feel like it, and you just have to fucking deal with it. Yo, Jamie McKinnon. Yo, what's good, man? Yo, good to see you. Yeah, and like I got this from my sister, and I got this from like a bunch of other people. Like this neighbor downstairs, he's fucked in the head too. And this guy was saying something. Apparently it was like a Bible quote or something, but he was like, yeah, your enemies will be from your own like family or something, your own household or something like this. What the fuck, dude? Like these people in my fucking household are my fucking enemies, dude. What the fuck, dude? You start off with your enemies, and they're pretending to be friends, but then in the end, when all the veils have been pulled off, they're your fucking enemies, dude. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, and yeah, it's fucked up, dude. It's fucked up. Like, I just wanted to say as well, like, there's another quote as well. Like, we don't wrestle with flesh and blood. We wrestle with like some spiritual shit. Do you know what I mean? And basically, like, so the way people want to make it seem like to you is everything is as it is. The 3D reality is 3D reality, and it's just like gravity and fucking Newtonian mechanics and all this bullshit. But then it's like, do you know what I mean? You can witness paranormal shit, and it's fucking bizarre. And do you know what I mean? I think I've witnessed paranormal shit. One thing that started happening to me when I was going through this was fucking lights started fucking up when I in my vicinity. So everywhere I went, the lights would fuck up. And it was crazy, man. Like my kitchen lights started just flickering for no reason. What else? What else? A light at this place I went to. It was like a help. It was like a reaching out center. I went there and sat down, and the fucking lights started flickering, and they were all noticing it there. They were like, "Fuck, the light has started flickering and shit." And then I went to a temple once. I went to a temple, and in the temple, the fucking power went out. It just went, you hear that sound, and all the power went out. And I'm like, this is some paranormal shit, dude. This is not normal and stuff. That just like these normies and stuff will just like give normal explanations to everything. They'll try and explain everything away in like ordinary terms, and they'll be like, "Oh well, that's because the battery died or whatever," and shit. It's not, dude. There's something weird going on, and it's kind of crazy when you think about it. Uh, like a lot of these people have like fucking some like weird shit inside them. Like I think they're like fucking possessed, to be honest, or something like that. Because I went through a stage where I fucking started believe I started to see some of this shit, and like what I think is this all the people, most of the people in this like world, in this reality, are pro demiurge. They're like pro the demiurge. They're like for the demiurge. They're like that's why they do the shit that they do. This guy said that he gave another Bible quote and he said like apparently it's like Jesus. He said this and it's like yeah, he goes basically if the world hates you, know that it hated me first. And he went into a bit kind of what that meant. And he said basically, if you're like embodying this, like you're a positive being and you're on a high vibration and you're like very, you give out love and compassion and you treat other people in a nice way and stuff. Some of these people, these other people, are gonna see that and they're gonna start hating you, like for no reason almost. And he said it's because like you're triggering like the enemy inside them or something like that. Like they have like the enemy inside them, and it's being triggered, and they can't stand that love and light kind of shit. Like what I think the way they put it across is like goody two shoes and stuff. Like my sister was saying this about me, like, oh, you're pretending he's like a saint or something like this. That's it though. They don't like saints. They don't like people trying to be saint-like. Fucking, that's why they hate you and they call it goody two shoes. Do you know what I mean? Um, thanks, man. Thanks. And it's bizarre, like, but it happens, dude. And when they're like attacking you, like, there's fucking no one in sight, right? And there's no one to like vouch for you and say, "Hey, I saw this was happening to dude," and you know what I mean? And it wasn't right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. This reality is very phony, very fake. They're like, oh, did you take a camera shot of it? Did you take a camera video? Oh, then we can't do anything, right? Remember the fake technology and the fake evidence shit. The camera is being a substitute for real awareness. Like this is the real witnessing. What do you call it? Apparatus. That is the fake witnessing apparatus. And okay, so what if you don't have a camera on you and a video on you? Oh, we can't do anything then. See what I mean? Like it gives rise to a corrupted type of reality then, because something might happen. I'll give you another example. Something might happen to you, and it might happen so quick, you can't take your camera out and record it right like that quick. But it happened to you, you know. Um, you've felt the percussions of what's been done, but now these fake people who are not going to help anyway. You have to, for them to assist you, is not gonna. They're gonna need the fake evidence, and I just want to try and put this point across as well. This idea that I was having that all these people who have jobs in the world, they're essentially just posing. They're essentially just posers, and they're posing like, "Oh, hi, I'm in the world, and I do this, and this is what I do here, and this is my name." And do you know what I mean? And basically, no one, everyone who has a job and is working under the rules, man-made rules and rules of the world, is not going to do the correct job, because the correct job is fighting against the scourge that's in this world. It's fighting the demiurge, it's fighting the negativity, it's fighting the nastiness and the darkness and all that shit. And I'm gonna be honest here, like, if people really want to fight, it's gonna come to like out real fighting, basically. So fuck all that. I'm under this organization and we're doing this shit. Nah, man. When it comes down to it, there's gonna be a outright fight between the villains and the good people, the righteous people, and the the people who saw the truth, the people who kind of like noticed what was going on and said, "We're gonna take a stand to this." And I'm gonna be honest with you, they'll probably have weapons on them. They'll probably be armed and shit. Really fighting that shit, really fighting that fight. Most people on here, they want to say they're gonna do shit and stuff like whatever. But did they carry a weapon on them? Are they gonna use it for the right reasons? Do they have restraint? Are they a saint also? Are they a saint as well as like being ready to fucking go to war when it comes to it? People aren't like that, so fuck all this like talk shit, man. It's not gonna work, man. You're bargaining with fucking people who are overtly corrupted and wicked. Like you're not gonna, oh, I'll put a complaint in. Oh, I'll put a vote in for this guy. Come on, bro. You're still bargaining in the corrupt dynamics of you have the authority and I'm asking the authority. Fuck all that shit. You cannot. You gotta be your own, like, what they call, like, you've got to be your own free being. You're never going to get it from these people. And this whole rule-made reality, this whole authoritative reality is fake, dude. These people do not have anyone's interests in heart. They're there to control you. They're there to keep the sovereign being down. They're there to keep it in rules and constraints and limits. And you know what I mean? Fuck all that, dude. Be yourself. Break rules in this shit, dude. Break rules. Don't be fucking. Do you know what I mean, man? Fuck all these rules, bro. And another thing about this reality, the money thing. They're very heavy on the money thing. They're like, I went to this place once and I said, "Can I have a glass of water?" And the guy said, "No, we don't do that." They want the money for the water. They put the Babylon shit over everything natural, and that should be free. I'll tell you one thing about this dream I used to have when I was a kid, and this is kind of like the purity of who we really are. I basically had a shop, but my mum used to ask me, "What do you want to do?" She keeps saying, "What do you want to do? What do you want to do?" I said, "I want to own a shop." And she asked me this as a little kid, and I said, "But I don't want to charge anyone for anything." You see, that is the purity. That's who we really are. We were pre this like corrupt shit, this money shit, this fucking, you know what I mean, man. And the money shit is dangerous because it's not what it seems. It seems that you're in this world and the money shit is giving you lots of liberty to go about the world and do this and that and make moves. But this money is part of something else, but it's beyond the human being's ability to perceive it. So it's actually like part of an entity or whatever you want to call it. So a lot of what's talked about sometimes is like a snake. There being a snake. And that's what I mean. People are in this thing, and they're just like, "Where's the snake? I don't see a snake." But they don't know. They're interacting with the snake all the time. That's what this system is. That's what allows you to interact with it. Watch how people treat you if you don't have money. Do they do shit for the goodness of their heart? No, they don't. They need the money, and it corrupts people's nature. And people need to transcend this whole world system, which is very hard. It's like asking someone to do something crazy, but we really need to do it, man. And I think, you know what I mean? We need to have that high expectations of ourselves like that. Yeah, this money is kind of like it's kind of like a favor. It's like, "Oh, you do me a favor, and then what is it? It's like kind of like, "Oh yeah, you do me a favor, I'll give you this money, and then next time you need a favor, another guy will do you a favor, and you give him the money, and then if he needs a favor, he gives this money to the next man, and he'll give him the favor." And it keeps going round like this, kind of like owing like a kind of favor or a debt to someone. And do you know what I mean? It's kind of like cashing a blank check or something, or that kind of a thing. And another thing is, so I've said this is kind of like a snake, this thing. And one thing this world is based on is this illusion of duality. But the duality seems legit, and people don't see it until they see it. And so it's kind of this like fake shit of like there are all these individuals and all this bullshit, and um, yeah, something like I can't fully explain it, but like when you go outside and you walk about and you see all these other people and shit, it's not real. It's not real. So if you observe it a little bit more, you'll find out that these people are just like determined to do what they do, even walk where they walk, move how they move. Some people have said there's only like one character like moving about the world, like the distinctness between them isn't like there kind of a thing. I don't know what to kind of say about that, but yeah, you know. Um, yeah, I'll probably try and wrap things up here a little bit, but basically this world is impure. It's not a pure manifestation. It's impure. It's polluted. If you look like when you're walking, you'll see this filth and pollution everywhere. These like little things, and it's like this man-made toxic, undegradable stuff, and it's not part of the nature. Do you know what I mean? And I think in this kind of a time, the nature like it heals us. It heals us, and it's trying to take us away from the man-made like Babylon shit. And one thing about the nature is I noticed is really cool is the air. When it's like cold and it's like icy and you breathe it in, it's like very like sustaining. And some people say there are actually people who can they don't have to eat and they can just breathe the air. But what's happened with man and all these agendas they're pushing, these like nasty agendas, is they're polluting the air now. And when people are do you know what I mean? Taking those like air, those like intoxicants that pollute the air with kind of how they're imbibed. That is polluting it. So if you walk around now, you will not get fresh air. And the way the air works is like air streams. So it doesn't just like, if someone smokes a cigarette, like it doesn't just evaporate into the sky or something. It stays on the ground level and it kind of does these air streams around the buildings. And, if this guy's doing it here, it'll like the air will stream and go into this guy who's not even doing it. Do you know what I mean? And that guy has to deal with that. And the smell of this stuff is really nasty as well. It smells really dirty and really like not good and not right. And even with that other shit, do you know with those like liquids or whatever, that as well, you can tell like it's not good. It's not good. And you can feel the effect inside as well. You know what I mean? Um, and yeah, that's just a way though that this whole like mankind, the whole man thing, the whole system or of man is like polluting the purity of the nature. This like air is like very etheric. It can get very etheric, and it can really purify your body almost, help regenerate your body from all the trauma. But unfortunately, you need to go. Not unfortunately, but basically, you need to go to like a bit of with nature now, and like kind of if you go to a built-up man-made area, You're not gonna get fresh air. And people want to talk all this stuff about like the masks as well, like, oh, people shouldn't wear masks and stuff. Don't wear a mask, and they're saying it for whatever reasons they were saying it. But think about it though, like we should be wearing a fucking like a almost like a fucking spacesuit to avoid this like toxic atmosphere that we have to like walk around in and like get to places in. But yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm just pointing out as well that this isn't good for children. It's not good for adults. It's not safe. It's not healthy, bro. F this fucking place, dude. Like it's people have degraded it so bad that you can't even be living it. You shouldn't be living in it. You know what I mean? What the fuck? And so no, we need to stay away from all this shit, bro. I was at this thing. What the fuck was that? See what I mean, right? Sometimes when you try and say certain shit, like shit will happen in the environment, you know, because there are all these fucking fucked up like there's do you know like people say we're under like a spiritual warfare type of thing. I think you can like notice some of these like spiritual things and stuff, and it's not, most of it isn't positive. It's not like, oh, we made it to the spiritual realms or whatever, and there are loads of like friendly things assisting us, and there are loads of like pixies and fucking nice, positive beings like helping us and being like, oh, I know what you're going through, man, and like, here, I'll give you like a perk or something that'll help you survive in here. It's not, dude. It's mostly like negative, malicious entities and shit. Like walk around, bro. I watched this program called Dark, and it's about something. It's about like time traveling. It's got time traveling in it and shit like that. Someone said it was about kind of like these like dark entities or something, and how they kind of interact with our reality, our human reality. But basically, in that reality, there were like loads of like dead birds. The birds started falling out of the sky type shit, and they were just like dying en masse, and there were just all these bird bodies on the ground, bro. I was walking around and I kept seeing a lot of dead birds in my actual, this actually happened to me. And these birds had their heads missing. They just fell on the ground. They had their heads missing. And there was a bit of blood there, and sometimes you could feel like you could smell like the rotting flesh and stuff. But these types of things are classified as omens. So with that, you can get good omens and bad omens, and you can sometimes see these in movies. You can sometimes see these in like like narrative driven video games. And I was seeing a lot of bad omens, and do you know what I mean? It wasn't nice. It's not nice to see like dismembered, uh, like a dismembered sentient being and shit, just lying there. It was just very disturbing. So yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I think I'm probably gonna wrap it up about now, but I might talk again later if I'm on. Um, yeah, I'll talk about it. Yeah, yeah. I'll leave it here anyway. I'll probably do another one at some point. All right, thanks.